What's up everyone, it's Alyson. Welcome back to my channel. First of all, I apologize for the background noise. I'm filming and the dishwasher's running, and also sorry about the lighting. I'm still filming on my phone while I get a new battery pack for my nice camera. Anyway, I am 24 weeks pregnant, which means the baby is officially viable, so if for whatever reason, touch wood, doesn't happen, I had to deliver the baby now, there is a decent chance that with medical intervention that she would be able to be kept alive. So I thought I would do a pregnancy related video talking about some of the more unusual symptoms that I've experienced being pregnant. Women talk a lot about the more common ones like morning sickness, or feeling really tired, things like that. But there are also other things that pregnant women go through that are less talked about. Here are 10 odd pregnancy symptoms that I have been experiencing this pregnancy. Number one, in addition to food cravings, I've been experiencing food aversions. The big one for me has been cooked vegetables. Really weird. I can eat any vegetable raw, but the second it's cooked, even if it's just lightly steamed, I want nothing to do with it. It makes me feel really, really queasy. I've also had aversions to colors and to things, and this is not something I'd ever heard about until I started talking to other pregnant women, and apparently it's a thing that happens. For me, it's been the color pink, particularly pastel pink, and any other type of warm, beige, creamy, faded out, like pastel color, like the wall behind me. It makes me feel queasy. It's really, really, really weird. My grandmother is a seamstress, and she said when she was pregnant that there were, certain colors that she couldn't even sew with because it made her feel so sick. So yeah, hopefully it goes away after I have this baby, because believe it or not, I like the color pink. I've also had aversions to items, particularly this amazing big pregnancy pillow that I got. It's horseshoe shaped, and you can cuddle one of the arms and have another arm behind you to support your back. I used it a lot during my first trimester when I had morning sickness, and then after the morning sickness went away, I tried to use it, but even just the sight of it made me feel nauseous. So I must have developed some type of odd negative association with it, because I've had to shove it under the bed. Not great. Number two, expanding ribs. So we all know that your hips expand when you're pregnant to help the baby pass through, and that usually, it can go away afterward. It didn't for me. After my last pregnancy, my hips stayed a bit wider, which I'm not complaining about, but my ribs expand a lot, to the point where all of my bras have to get put away for the whole of the pregnancy. And even the nice softer bras that I got for the pregnancy that are bigger, some of them are too small and I'm having to put extenders in the back. Luckily that will go away after I have this baby, and my ribs will go back to the normal size. Now the reason they expand is because when you're pregnant you have a higher oxygen demand and nutrient demand, so your body produces more blood. To accommodate the blood, your heart gets bigger, so your ribs have to open up to make room for your bigger heart. Lovely. Number three is a stuffy nose, and also nosebleeds. So part of what comes with having larger blood in your circulation, a larger amount of blood in your circulation, is that some of your blood vessels expand and you can bleed more easily. And yeah, my nose is always stuffy. It's like I sound like I have a cold. I feel like I have a cold, but I do not have a cold. Number four, facial features changing. My face changes a lot when I'm pregnant. I retain a lot of water and my face gets super puffy. So for those of you, if this is the first time you're seeing me, I actually look pretty different to how I usually look. And I'm not exaggerating. During my last pregnancy, the second time I saw my midwife, which was at about 4 months pregnant, 16 weeks, she actually didn't recognize me. She'd seen me previously at 8 weeks pregnant, and when I came into her office, she looked around the waiting room and just didn't clock me. So yeah, everything gets wider and rounder, and I look totally different to how I usually look. The next one are vivid dreams. This is something that pops up for me quite early in pregnancy, even before I know I'm pregnant. I normally have quite vivid dreams. I dream in color and I remember my dreams, but when I'm pregnant they're ramped up tenfold, and I always remember them. And on the unfortunate occasions when I have a nightmare, they're pretty unpleasant. Then there's the sense of smell. My sense of smell goes through the roof as well. I know what people are cooking half a mile down the road. The FBI could hire me out as a sniffer. You know, I've got you covered. Clumsiness. I'm normally not clumsy at all, really, which is a good thing in my job especially. But when I'm pregnant, I think, you know, my center of gravity changes, I stumble, and also because the hormones relax all of your joints and muscles, the grip in my hands, you know, I lose some of my immediate strength, so I can drop things. I have to be careful. Moving on from that, the hormone relaxin, that's what it's actually called, and that's what it does. It makes everything relax. Relaxes all of your joints and your muscles. I feel floppy like a rag doll, and have to be really careful when I'm moving around and when I exercise, because I could really easily overextend and injure myself. Yeah. Then I believe number 8 is vision changes. So your eyes can get worse when you're pregnant. Mine definitely do. So I do tend to go get my eyes checked when I'm pregnant just to make sure everything's fine. But then after you have the baby, you know, it's important to get your eyes checked again, maybe a couple months postpartum, just to see if things have changed back. And then shortness of breath. I'm huffing and puffing all the time. This is partly to do with the increased oxygen demand that I was talking about, and also, you know, the baby bump, moving everything up, crushing your lungs. Everything's hard to do. Just getting up from sitting down, sometimes I can be a bit short of breath. Anyway, by and large, I'm pretty lucky. My pregnancies are not complicated, and yeah, it's all worth it. I think it's worth it. I like being a mom. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you have experienced any odd or unusual pregnancy symptoms that I didn't mention, please let me know in a comment down below. I'd love to hear about it. And be sure to like and subscribe. I'm hoping to release at least a video every week. And yeah, I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.